What's up, YouTube? How you doing? I want to talk about the Cavendish experiment. I tried this one too. Um, like in my last video talking about the double slit experiment, I tried the Cavendish experiment as well. I got heavy weights, put them on the ends of things, just like they did. See if they would gravitate towards each other, just like they do in the the Cavendish experiment, where they hang the weights on the two ends of the bars, and then they put more heavy weights right next to it on the ground, and they just leave it there for gravity to pull them together until they like knock together. Uh, I tried this. The last place I lived before I moved. I tried this experiment in the attic, where there's no airflow. I just happen to have access to a big walk-in, uh, top of the house, like right under the roof attic. Like you just go. It was like it wasn't insulated. There was nothing up there. You just go up there. It's just bare wood and like cold. But I did it up there where there's basically no airflow because it was like closed off from there's a door to get up there, to walk up there. You just closed off, so there's no airflow. I could set it up and it wouldn't be disturbed. I could do anything up there and it wouldn't be disturbed. And and I did. I set it up. I hung it from the ceiling, and I set it up. I set my weights up, and I got it all oriented, and then I waited. And I left the room for 3 days. I waited. And I came back, and you know what I discovered? It hadn't freaking moved. There's no airflow up there, so there's nothing to disturb it. Do you see the logic here? So, and and there was no question. I put them close. They're as close as they are in the videos. They're very close, like less than less than half an inch, really. It like is. Plus the experiment. I had to do it in an attic where there's no airflow. You know what I mean? This is one of the flaws to the experiment, is that it's just a hanging thing on a wire. And it's so vulnerable to everything. You know what I mean? It's so vulnerable to everything. So much so that you think their experiment would work if gravity were real, but it's not, so the experiment didn't work. I urge you to try this one's easier than the laser experiment. This one's easier than the double slit experiment, because you should, in theory, not have to use a bar. If the thing about gravity is right and your weights are dense enough, then you should simply just be able to hang two weights very close together and wait for gravity to nudge them against each other. But that's not what happens. That's not what happens. Nothing happens, actually. Exactly nothing happens. Because all you did was hang up some weights, and then you walked away. That's the experiment. That's what the experiment is. You hang up weights, and then you walk away, and then you don't observe the experiment. Or even if you did, even if you stood there, like, I would come back and check on the experiment. Even if you stand there, it doesn't. Nothing happens, man. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. It doesn't budge. Me even like so you have to think like this one was the same as the double slit experiment. They're all the videos you go and watch. I just go and watch Cavendish experiment videos. Just go and watch them. Just go YouTube Cavendish experiment, and then just watch a few. Just watch a handful of them, and you don't even have to watch a handful of them. Skim through them and just see if they show you the experiment in full view. If the video does not show you the experiment in full view, you cannot take it as a valid piece of information. Okay? So I will figure out how to set up a camera for long enough to do the Cavendish experiment, and I'll make a video for that one as well. Because, and in full view, mind you, my experiments will be in full view. Because I'm not trying to fool you like these Freemasons, you know what I mean? I like the truth. I want to live in the real world. I don't want to live a lie, and I'm certain none of you do either. So I'm going to show you that I'll go ahead and put it out there. I only did the double slit experiment once, so I'm going to say that I'm 99% sure about that one. The Cavendish experiment, I'm about 1,000% sure that you will get no results from that at all. I say 99% about the double slit experiment because of the nature of light, how it just scatters and it's tough to deal with. And for all I know, it's really just this problem with the laser that I have. Like, maybe it's too powerful or something. Because it's really quite a strong laser. But I even looked it up. The internet told me flat out, yes, this experiment can be done with a flashlight. So I did it with a flashlight. I definitely did it with a flashlight the first time, and I just got 2 holes on the wall, like the 2 holes I made in the paper. So until the next 2 videos, I'm still claiming light travels in a freaking straight line. Light travels in a straight line and only in a straight line. I am not really sure where this whole thing about light being a wave came from. It doesn't really make sense because when light hits a surface, it just naturally scatters. But the thing is it's scattering in all directions simultaneously. It's not a wave. It is just rescattering in a straight line. But it's a... I don't want to say it's a bunch of straight lines because that's not how it works. It's just... even if it is a wave, I still have failed to recreate the double slit experiment. I suppose. I guess. Or maybe I didn't fail. Maybe it is just impossible. I'll see you guys in the next 2 videos. I'm going to recreate the double slit experiment. That'll be the easy one. And then I'm going to figure out how to set up a camera to recreate the Cavendish experiment. See you guys next time.